Welcome to Marvel Say WFSO report. Because I know normally, we have Wednesdays, we have After Dark, but good news for you guys that enjoy, the show. It is coming back in September. The official date we do not know just yet. So, but stay tuned for it, and we will let you know about more information on that. Friday starting this week, we're going to look at dates of when should we start it or whatever the case may be. We will see. Let's see. Oh yeah, I did that call. Okay, I'm looking at Marvel Strike Force. One of my favorite games to play. So yeah, and I know I haven't been on the controller game system as of late, I should say. But anyways, yeah, I was about to say, I believe I used that yesterday. So I don't know kind of me. But anyways, let's get to some wrestling. So that's gonna be something I'm gonna be working on too, doing WFSO games. So that would be worked on soon. I'm probably gonna work on it sometime, tonight or tomorrow, just to figure out, try to do the picture-in-picture what I did last time, from the phone to the laptop. So I'm gonna try to work on that, and hopefully you can start that up pretty soon, and just go with the flow. But anyways, yeah, a lot of big WWE news that came out today. Now I know y'all probably heard the story about Naomi is pregnant with a child, so she had to relinquish the women's world title. So we understand that, and hopefully the baby be healthy, and hoping that she comes back as soon as she can. But anyway, so a lot of news when WWE did came out today. So they said WWE Premium Live events to move to ESPN starting in September. So yeah, so what this means, that means Clash in Paris will be the final PLE for the main brand that's gonna be on Peacock. And also, just to let you guys know as well, I don't know if they have it on here, but let me look. Yeah, the very first WWE PLE with ESPN. They call it WrestlePalooza in Indianapolis. I found out that this was a name they took from ECW, and kind of the same thing they did with Heatwave, which will be this coming Sunday. That will be on Peacock as well. So speaking of like NXT, all NXT PLEs will stay on Peacock. So the PLEs are that not going anywhere, and also that they mentioned if it's on here. Oh, okay, they didn't mention on there. Saturday night's main event will be start showing on Peacock from now on instead of NBC, which I thought would have been cool. So yes, they are going to do more Saturday night's main event special shows. So they still going to do that. And the next one will be, they said, according to sources, December 13th, and that will be John Cena's final match. They didn't say the location yet, but we got a feeling that it's going to be freaking flies. But anyways, they say it's going to be in Boston, so that's the rumor. And otherwise, once again, WWE is not going to have no December PLEs except for probably the NXT one. So, and I guess they replace it with Saturday night's main event. So of course they're going to have that one in December, and probably they're going to do the same thing again, have one in January, because it's like you only have like no special, no PLEs from Survivor Series all the way down to the Royal Rumble, which will be end of the month in January of next year. Not like in February like they did before. Well, this year. So it's going to be a little bit different. So for you guys, I know y'all probably worry about with NXT, so at least you still get to watch it on Peacock and also watch Saturday night's main event on Peacock as well. So it'll give people like this, to keep Peacock, because I was on the verge and be like, you know what, I'm done. Just let Peacock go, but throw this surprise and like, why not? And although it sucks that Peacock is going to increase in price, so I'm going to start just doing the just doing it with ads. Although it was good like to do it without, but I'm just like, nah, we had to cut down. I know job wise that I'm doing right now is pretty good, but yeah, it just got it. Freaking fly. But anyway, it's just about that time, that I was gonna cut it until, this was mentioned on the news earlier today that, NXT and Saturday night's main events will stay and be on Peacock. So, ain't nothing wrong with that. And like I said, it's cool, they have a special event like Peacock, not Peacock, but on Saturday night's main event still going. So that's good news. I know it's late for me for probably what y'all watching this. This probably will be, before midnight Central, 1 a.m. Eastern, and 10 p.m. Pacific. So, yeah. So, all this news that are coming out, with premium live events will move to ESPN, which would be like the ESPN app, but they said they're going to be working on it pretty soon. Yeah, just looking at the WWE page, it's just all over the place. So, wait a minute. Am I actually on the WWE page? I'm not just like, let me see. Yeah, that's, duh. Definitely should have did in the first place. Wasn't even thinking. They put this down, and it's like with the arrows here, it's always, kind of happening. So, let's see. Of course, we heard about, that WrestlePalooza. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, it's not. You would think some of these news is like not on there, but that's just crazy. So, I gotta update, this, so y'all probably get to see me update, the PLE events, they had so far, and of course, Clash in Paris is around the corner, and also in September as well, WWE and AAA Worlds Collide. So they mentioned that, this past Saturday for when they did the Triple Mania event, showing it on YouTube. And it did get good numbers for people like that was watching it, so that's always good news. My ornament, yeah, it was up there by the bear. I don't know how it fell off. Yeah, that worked too. Thank you. But yeah, so I gotta add this in there, and I probably got to change the bottom here. Because, WWE ain't going to do any PLEs, in December. Yeah, why shouldn't they? Just insane. But, okay, let's do this. WWE. Let me see if I get this right. I got to look on. Okay. WrestlePalooza. Okay. Just make sure I ain't spelling it wrong. It's just weird just saying that, like, WrestlePalooza, because you got a lot of like places, is that correct? P-A-L-O-O-Z. Okay, let's see. P-A-L-O-O-Z-A. So yeah, WrestlePalooza. So it's just weird just saying that. Okay, let me see if I can. Okay. INDIAN. I'm sorry. It's just sometimes it gotta just keep me. Okay. Is this spelled right? You know what I mean? Annapolis. Yeah, I got a feeling that some friends of mine are actually gonna go to that, and oh, you didn't want the rest? Okay, so I guess I'm gonna be eating in front of y'all too, so I apologize, but today's food was actually good. Okay, anyways, Minneapolis, Indiana, let's see, spell this right. SEP. September 20th. So I know I won't miss that one because it's gonna be Saturday. Since they're gonna have me work during the day on weekends now, and just a pattern of my work schedule is like you just now figure it out, and plus the fall lineup, some of the high schoolers get to go back to school, and so maybe they'll switch me in like during the day, who knows. Anyways, okay, so now every single PLE they had, I just realized that how they gonna have like Indianapolis to host two big events twice? Oh, let me see if I spell. Okay, INDIANA. Oh, okay. I didn't add the I, so that was missing. Thank you. I did not add the I, so okay, correct that. So this is insane. But we can understand, the WrestleManias, having it like 2 days out of the year. Then SummerSlam, for the first time having it 2 days out of the year. So it's like crazy. It's like WrestlePalooza. You have it in Indianapolis, Indiana, and you have the Royal Rumble there earlier this year. It's like, seriously? Where's us or Milwaukee into this? And I am going to, have a sign on Raw when they come here, and just going to end up being like, have a sign like, where's the PLE for Milwaukee? But I know, there's still a couple of NXT PLEs left, and they did mention No Mercy, so I got to do that one. Because they did mention that last night. So let me, okay, this one I can get rid of. But that still would have been a cool, pay-per-view name, like, Ruthless Aggression. That would have been something. Anyways, No Mercy, okay, I was right. Please don't fall. Okay, because, they got No Mercy, then they got Halloween Havoc, then they got Deadline. So I can get rid of the South since I was correct on that. That was going to be in the South. So, it's Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and apparently, I spelled it wrong, so look at my phone right quick. See if I can spell it right. Okay. But thank God for certain phones that you can like spell something right. Okay, let's see. Auder. Oh, okay, switch the D and the U. Okay, that's the only problem. There we go. And I think they said September 27th. Don't put that all together. Um, that would be official. So maybe I can go to the WWE's website and just to make sure because, like I said, they announced it yesterday on NXT and didn't get a chance to talk about it. So of course we know about Worlds Collide. So for them, trying to cut out, touring schedules, but they end up, packing it up with, you know, things like this, like special events, especially, the acquisition with AAA. So I think like the same thing they're gonna do, with like Saturday Night Main Event, and they probably would do like the Worlds Collide, like 4 times a year. That's probably gonna be the start of it. Yes. I know it's around. Of course, Worlds Collide and okay, it's not on there yet, but NXT did announce that they will have No Mercy at Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So okay, it will be on a Saturday. Huh? Why not? Why not have some big events like on a Saturday? So why not? Um, so this is official, and we don't know. It seems like they only had like two special events, but I think this may change in 2026. That they probably would actually would be PLEs, which will make the most sense if they do that. So at least you can see the PLEs NXT as much as you can like everywhere else. So let's change this. This will be December 13th. Um, don't don't know where yet, but I'm just gonna put confirmed because we don't have the exact location. Yeah, so most likely, you know what? No, just leave it as a question mark. Because I know WWE didn't, officially announce it just yet, but that's what all signs pointed to by other sources that, December 13th, John Cena's last match, and we just got an idea that that match will be in Boston. So let's just try to, that's where Cena's from anyway. So why not? So probably next year we probably would do like a separate thing for like if they do like Worlds Collide again. Cause y'all see they did it in June, kind of like the same day as they did Money in the Bank, and kind of like the same thing. They did it in Vegas, although Vegas like getting big special treatments, which is kind of crappening. So they had WrestleMania there. They're gonna have the Worlds Collide there, and they also, well, we're not gonna count Stand and Deliver because that's expected with the WrestleMania weekend. But I'm just saying, did they end up going there again on something else? Guess not. Thought they did, but and of course y'all know that WrestleMania will be back in freaking Vegas next year. And you already got people that's saying that they ain't gonna go, which I don't blame them. Like, why you wanna go there and this kind of like the most expensive place, one of the most expensive places in the United States. So I know WWE, they're trying to like, calculate on these big cities and think they get more money, but there's going to be a point in time that some people are going to get sick of some of these. Most of these big marketplaces are always getting this and getting that, and like small markets ain't getting a dime. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a possibility. So yeah, they really didn't go like out of. Okay, let's see. We already know Saudi Arabia is gonna have the Royal Rumble, and they are due to have like 3 events next year. Probably gonna be including Crown Jewel too, which Crown Jewel is gonna be, in Peru, Australia, where they're gonna have like a big 3 out of the next other 4 days at that time. With WWE. So don't know what they're gonna do. So it seems like Survivor Series will be their final PLE for the upper brands than anything. And yes, I know we still got to figure out deadline where that's gonna happen. So there could be opportunity. It could happen here in Milwaukee, maybe because if they get that other venue, finished, which they say is going to be late this year. And plus, they say around the summer they're supposed to announce, what they're going to have. So I think they're going to wait until like September or October for that venue is going to announce, what they're going to have. Let's just say interesting. But that's it for me, guys. I'm just going to like leave it at that. So yeah, what y'all think about the PLE that's going to be like on that's going to be in September, because it looked like they wasn't going to have anything until they pull out Worlds Collide and they pull out this. So I'm kind of happy they having more PLEs than if they're going to do less travel, then just do it like that, like have more PLEs than do that. And shockingly as it seems, if y'all look at it and didn't see that Chicago did not have a PLE, that's shocking. But they could get an NXT one. That's a possibility. Maybe they'll get the not No Mercy, but maybe they'll get Halloween Havoc or Deadline. But at least give it to us two. We deserve a PLE. Like, come on. Y'all just comment below and please click on the notifications so you can get like videos when they pop up. I need to start saying that, click the notifications. Also, if you like today's video or tonight's video, please, hit that like. It will spread the channel more and let people know what we do about wrestling, comic movies, TV news, Milwaukee Bucks, and also developments that's going on in Milwaukee. So we will talk about that. So if you like that, you'll like this channel. And please subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and hopefully, we get there, we're gonna start like giving away, doing giveaways or a prize package or something like that. So it'll be a wait and see. So we will let y'all know when we get to that point. And I know we're almost at 600, but I think we can do like a big surge towards the end of the year. Hopefully we can get to that point. So we're hoping. So yeah, that's the goal. Check out the website WrestlingFansSpeakout.weebly.com for upcoming events, and also wrestling wise, like in the Midwest, and meet and greets in the Midwest, and videos like this. And also you will also see photos of us at wrestling events and also at Bucks events and more other stuff too. So like we said, we are sponsoring Slammer Championship Wrestling. They do have a page on our website too. We're sponsoring their fall show. So you get a chance, check out on the website that the Slammer Championship Wrestling page. We already had an update on what was the match, what one match is going to be. So first ever women's match. So you get a chance, check that out. Also, we're sponsoring Mighty's Mary as well. They're gonna have a Wave of Light celebration in October. We will tell you more dates, or you can check out the website maddysmemory.org for like more information on that. And also, if you're having trouble with like a loss, or you're grieving with the loss of a child, infant, or stillborn, wherever the case may be, Maddie's Memory can give you the resources, or can help you with that, like to deal with the grief. So once again, maddysmemory.org. Also, we're sponsored by Midwest Wrestling Collectibles. They are doing a liquidation sale for all wrestling merch, so you can find them on Facebook. They are on our sponsor page. You can see like what they have to sell wrestling wise. So maybe there's gonna be some interesting stuff. So go look at it. And also you can look at Midwest Wrestling Collectibles on another sponsor we have on their website, GreatScottSportsCars.weebly.com. With Great Scott Sports Cars, they sort out your cars, or they buy or sell, or maybe even trade cards. So football, basketball, baseball. I don't know if they're doing like some WWE stuff. I'm not sure, but I guess that's just a wait and see. So, and also thank Mike and Robin Thompson for the sponsorship too. So if you're interested in sponsoring, get a hold of me on here. We got our sponsorship, like start as low as $10, and probably the highest sponsorship would be like $100. So yeah, if you're interested in being a sponsor, get a hold of me. You can get a hold of like me on Wrestling Fan, WFSO's radio network. Get a hold of me there, or on my Archer Smith page, or you can hold me on TikTok with Archer J2000, or you can also get a hold of me on Instagram too with the same thing, Archer J2000. And I'm trying to see, yeah, I already said like Facebook. So, or you can check us out, here on WFSO on X. So you can look for that as well. So anyways, guys, man up, woman up, face up. Until the next video, and check your mental health. And I'm sorry this video went a little bit longer than expected. So hopefully I can get it out there, before midnight. So anyways, y'all have a good one. Have a good night, good day, wherever the case may be. See you later, and go Bucks, go wrestling, and keep on with the developments that we need here in Milwaukee. So see you later.